this is a very difficult question to ask because ang dami nangyayari sa buhay mo. I think this is one of the most exciting points of your life. Very challenging. It's, you're controversial. People are talking about you. A lot of things are happening. You're moving around the world. Nandito ka sa Pilipinas, pumunta ka na Amerika, pumunta ka na South Korea. And it's not easy. I think you are in a very tough situation. And the question in people's mind, I think the elephant in the room is, nasaan si Ken? Nasaan si Enrique Gil? Why isn't he saying anything? That leads me to this very difficult question. Is he still present in your life? Kayo pa ba ni Ken? Naghiwalay na ba kayo ni Ken? What is the story?
Okay. Ken and I have decided to separate ways. And that is because our values and the way we see life just doesn't align anymore. Because of the whole change that I went through last year, it was kind of hard for us to be there and support each other the same way that we used to be. And so we decided that it was just easier to separate ways and kind of find ourselves first, kind of explore before we take it to the next level, because we were in a relationship for a long time, almost 8 years before we broke up. And the most common question we were getting was, when were we going to get married? For a couple that's been together that long. And I came to a point where I didn't know if that's what I wanted anymore, honestly, because there's so much more that I still want to achieve. And he's older than me, he's in his 30s, and of course he's thinking about settling down, starting a family. And so it just doesn't line up anymore.
What was that final conversation like? Was it difficult?
It was difficult. It's still difficult to this day because we didn't end things on bad terms. In fact, he still messages me from time to time. He still tries to show support for everything that I'm doing. And so, it's hard because we don't have any ill feelings towards each other. There's still a lot of love and care for each other. But it's just at the moment, we need to grow first.
At naiintindihan niya ito?
Yes.
You are friends today?
We are friends.
A couple of months ago, I remember him calling you my wife. What was that?
Okay, I honestly...
I know I should be asking him.
Yes.
But if what was that?
Are you referring to his interview for the
Parang
NBA
ganun.
thing?
Oo.
I honestly... So, I'm not going to play dumb and say that wasn't for me, but I know for a fact that he was copying a Kobe Bryant line, my wife. But obviously, he has that with the intention of, reaching out to me. And, he still loves me. I still have love for him. And I don't know.
Is he trying to win you back?
Yes.
Nililigawan ka uli ni Kit?
He has consistently been doing that,
Okay.
yes.
Because when your vlog came out, I remember a post which was taken down and then
A comment?
a comment. Remember
Yes.
that? Tapos ibinalik.
Yes po. Gusto ko din po linawin
Yeah,
yun.
what was that?
People accused me or whoever was handling my social media of deleting the comment. Hindi po. No one deleted the comment. I don't know kung ano po yung nangyari dun, pero natanggal yung comment. And at first, I actually thought it was him. So nag-reach out po ako sa kanya. Sinabi ko, bakit mo ginawa yun? People already, because nobody knows about what happened between me and Ken, why we're not posting together. And they assume that I don't want anything to do with you or, And I said, why'd you do that? He said he didn't do it either. So, hindi po talaga namin alam nangyari. But, going back to the whole video, I think doon nagkaroon ng miscommunication, I think. Because I was trying to express this change in my life without sharing the most important detail
Okay.
or aspect of, what made me successful here in the Philippines, which is Ken, my love team, and also, he was my boyfriend for a very long time, and people always my whole being was attached to being in a relationship with someone else.
Yes.
Ever since I started, as a leading lady, actually, it was always about whether I was in a relationship with someone. When they found out we were in a relationship already, it was about when we were planning on getting married, did we want to have kids? It was always revolving around that, and that's kind of what I wanted to address. Because last year, when I had expressed that I was embarking on a solo journey, the most common question, or the thing that was being brought up amongst my fans the most was, what about Ken? So you're
Yes.
leaving Ken, where's Ken? People forgot to support me for me without anybody else attached to me.
Naiintindihan ko. Pero bakit niyo ito itinago sa publiko? Because I think this is the first time you're talking about your separation from Ken publicly.
Because it's hard,
It's hard.
Because my identity is so
Attached.
attached to him and my love team.
But na lalabas at lalabas ito.
Opo, alam ko naman.
At you also realize na marami kaming hindi naiintindihan kasi hindi namin alam.
Yes.
I know it is not your responsibility, but as public figures, sinusundan namin kayo.
Yes.
So maraming mga gaps na, okay, now I understand. So now, okay, I understand why they're not posting photos together. Okay?
Syempre, takot po ako. My whole family and his family, we're like one big family already.
Right.
My friends are his friends. My whole world basically revolved around him, from my career.
And vice versa, I think.
Yes, and our personal lives. And so it's scary to come forward because it's such a big change in our life, and you don't know how people are going to take it. And so I didn't want to come forward for a long time, but it came to a point where I wanted to start talking about it, but he wasn't comfortable with it either, because that's just the type of person he is. He's very private. Everybody knows that about him. He doesn't post much on social media, and that's okay. And so, out of respect for one another, we decided not to talk about it till both of us are ready to come forward with it.
So the question is, will you ever be ready?
There is no... I'm not even ready to talk about it right
I
now.
know.
That's why I feel like my explanation is so off, but I'm kind of forced to do it now.
No, but I hear you. I hear you. Dahil there are certain things that do not connect anymore, but are now connected because of your revelation. James Reid has nothing to do with this.
Oh, no.
I mean, hindi ka nililigawan, you don't have a relationship together, wala ito.
No,
As
it's
people may speculate and suggest.
Yes, it's purely platonic. He's my manager. No, there's nothing. There is no third party. I know people always like to make it about that, but no, we grew apart. And
Okay.
it's simply
I heard
that.
that. Liza, if you were to say, sorry and thank you, halimbawa lang, hingi ka ng paumanhin at magpapasalamat ka kay Ken. How would that sound?
Okay. Ken and I have decided to separate ways. There's still a lot of love and care for each other, but it's just at the moment, we need to grow first.
Liza, if you were to say, sorry and thank you, hingi ka ng paumanhin at magpapasalamat ka kay Ken, how would that sound?
I would say sorry to him for, last year was a tough year for the both of us. It was a huge changing point in both of our lives. And it started when I started wanting change for myself professionally. And also, I wanted change for myself in my personal life. I wanted to start creating healthy boundaries between, my family, my friends, people in my personal life. Because before that, I honestly didn't have any. And he has a better understanding of that because, I don't need to go into detail of that. But while I was looking for myself, I didn't realize that he was also just as lost. And so there was a lot of miscommunication that went on. And I feel like I should say sorry for not being as understanding or being able to see his struggles because I was struggling at the same time too.
Okay.
But I want to say thank you because he was very understanding of the whole situation. Till now, he supports me with everything that I do. And he's always been, a good friend to me, a good boyfriend. And, everything that I have now, lahat ng success ko, he was the person that I got to share that with. And it was a good experience.
Your fans.
My fans, also sorry for the lack of communication. It's hard, I'm always thinking about whether what I say or what I do is wrong or right in their eyes. And sometimes it gets confusing because there's a lot of them and they all have different opinions. And because I'm such a people pleaser, I always want to accommodate each and every person that shares their opinions with me. And that's where I start getting confused and not knowing what to do and not knowing how to express myself or explain things. So I'm sorry if they were disappointed in the lack of communication. Sorry if they're disappointed in the decisions I made. But also thank you for understanding. Thank you for supporting me throughout the years. Thank you for the journey. Because none of my success would have happened if they didn't support me and believe in me.
Ano ang nais mong sabihin sa sarili mo?
Thank you for being strong despite everything that you've been through. Thank you for being a good person, for always wanting to grow and push yourself to be better professionally and personally. And just thank you for not giving up on yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And all the best.
Thank you.
Salamat, Liza. Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below and you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Kaibigan, tuloy ang usap.